Paid Míle Fáilte, 100,000 welcomes.
I would like to take this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to wish all of you a very warm hello.
Guten Abend, Juvaita, bonsoir, good evening, good kveld.
And we finally made it.
Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, meine Damen und Herren, welcome to a very special evening.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
The energy in this room is unbelievable. I'm shaking, I'm not even competing.
And this is the moment we've all been waiting for.
Maybe one of the songs you'll hear this evening will be the song you'll spend your summer with, or the song you fall in love to, or even the song with which you'll give someone a special message.
Harry and I have watched all the performers rehearsing over the past week, and I can tell you it's not going to be easy to pick a winner.
You're absolutely right.
And they are great, and somehow they're all winners.
All that remains for me to do now is to wish all the performers the very best of luck. Bonne chance, bon appétit, bon voyage.
Welcome. This is day 4, also known as 11 days or 11-11 if you are Megara. 11 days to go until the grand final of Eurovision 2024. Welcome wherever you're watching this from. This is Padraig. This is Eurovision 365, and we are broadcasting live from near enough the host city, and broadcasting on YouTube, Facebook, via the link on YouTube, and also on TikTok as well. So wherever you're watching this from, thank you so much for joining me again. And as I said, we'll be going live each day at some point up to and including the day of the grand final, Eurovision 2024, which will be held, as I say, and as you know, on the Saturday, the 11th of May. My goodness, time is definitely flying. Good evening, good morning, actually, I should say, to Nong. Welcome, Nong. Good to have you here tonight again. Kieran, of course, very warm welcome to you as well. Scott and Sasha over on TikTok, very warm welcome. Welcome to you as well, Zek Aziz. I hope I've said that right. I'm sure I haven't, but I tried. But you're very welcome. And today we're going to chat about, this evening, I'm going to chat about the first rehearsals of the second half of the second semi-final, who all took the stage for the first time earlier today. And yeah, it'll be interesting to hear your comments as well. So do let me know your thoughts on those who took the stage today. And today we had, of course, Latvia, San Marino, Georgia, Belgium, Estonia, Israel, Norway, and the Netherlands. Welcome, Connor. Welcome, Holly. Welcome, Henry. Welcome, FW, all over on TikTok. You can also join in on the fun here on YouTube as well. Eurovision 365. Wherever you get your streams from, come and join me and us. So suppose now I have a question to pose to you, my friends. So we now know, and we now have heard 20 or so seconds, 20, 30 seconds, some longer than others actually, of all of the semi-finalist performers. I want to know from you, from all that you've heard so far, which are the three songs that you love, that you thought were amazing, the performances? Which 3 songs were you disappointed in? And which 3 songs have you been surprised with? This is over the course of semi-final 1 and semi-final 2 as well. Welcome, Niall, as well on TikTok. As always, cricketer, thanks as well for liking the live and joining me on TikTok as well. Adam Green, hello as always. Hello as always. Back to you as well. It's great to have you here as always. From Azerbaijan, well, you are very, very welcome here. Zach, it's great to have you here. Aza, yeah, I get now. It's great to have you here. Her wee buddy, I'm very well, buddy. How are you getting on? Cricketer, thanks so much for your likes. I really appreciate it. If you want a more visual experience, you're very welcome to join me on YouTube, Eurovision365.com. You can find the Facebook group. Facebook group is called Eurovision Debate, Eurovision 365 Debate, and you can follow us there if you would like to do that. Kieran is saying about today's semi-finalists in terms of the rehearsals that the Switzerland and the Netherlands are a definite qualifier. I don't like Nemo's outfit. I have yet to see anyone, to be honest with you, who says that they liked that outfit, which is unfortunate. It's unfortunate that we have to think about things like that and have to comment on things like that. But I would agree that it's a bit more of a distraction than focusing on the power, the wealth of power that they have on vocals. Nong is agreeing with the Netherlands. So I'm going to share with you very shortly the 3 songs I think are my favourite across the 2 semi-finals in terms of rehearsals that we've seen. I'm also going to share with you the 3 songs that have disappointed me in terms of rehearsals that I've seen. Maybe ones that we're expecting more from potentially, and also 3 that have surprised me in a good, positive way. And soon-ish we'll be joined, hopefully, by Marina from Eurovision Stars. If you remember, on day 2 of this journey, Marina joined me then, and we talked about the semi-final performances that we had seen there. And I've set Marina the same task in terms of the three favourites, 3 ones that we don't favour, and 3 surprises. Adam says, in terms of the Netherlands is the ideal fun song to close the second semi-final with. I'm sure that was probably in the minds of the producers as well, that they would have that kind of fun, punchy performance and song. Now, I have my thoughts on the Netherlands. I have my thoughts on all of the second semi-finalists, the second half of the second semi-final in terms of their performances, but also you can see and read my blog as well on Eurovision365.com. That's the website, and you will see my thoughts on day 4, also known as 11 days to go until Eurovision Grand Final. So welcome if you're just joining me and us here at Eurovision 365. This is Porrick, that is me. This is Eurovision 365, and wherever you're watching this from, thank you so much across on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. So make sure to let me know your thoughts on all things semi-final. Nong says we will know more after the second rehearsal when we can see more details, but it's fun to speculate even at this early stage. And that's really interesting that you say that. I'm glad that you've mentioned that, Nong, because that was kind of what I was saying as well, because it's only 20 seconds, it's only 30 seconds, somewhere longer actually, interestingly. And I think that's probably to do with maybe songs that are potentially not too big in the betting odds or too high in the betting odds, and they're giving them a bit more airtime, which I think is a good thing. But this is all speculation, and things can change. But we will talk about that. But speaking of talking about that, I'm delighted to say that I am joined by Marina from Eurovision Stars, who'll be joining us very shortly. Adam says, I'm torn about this semi-final as it is definitely stronger than the first one, which wasn't as good. It's easier to predict. Kieran says Ireland and the Netherlands had short TikTok video than the rest. Yeah, I don't know what they did actually, Kieran. To be honest with you, I thought they had a fair amount of time. But we will be talking about the Netherlands very shortly, and I'm just going to invite. Just bear with me 2 seconds. I'm going to invite my friend, the lovely Marina, into the chat here, and we're going to chat about our thoughts. We're going to give our thoughts, I should say, on semi-final 2 and overall semi-finals. So let me see. Let's see. There we go. Welcome, Marina. Hello.
Hi, Paris.
Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Everybody, welcome Marina from EurovisionStars.com to the
Hello,
chat
everyone.
yet again. You're very welcome again, Sierra Marina. So, second semi-final, second half of the second semi-final.
Yes.
Yeah. So we've all heard now, I suppose, all of the semi-finals from semi-final 1 and semi-final 2. Word of caution, as always, it's about 20, 30, 40 seconds at most. So we're erring on the side of caution. I get that. But I suppose I would ask you, first of all, if we go through all of today's performances one by one and give our thoughts, first of all, would that be okay with you, Marina?
Today's performances, yes?
Today's performances, yeah. Okay, so we'll start off with
Okay,
Latvia and Dawn's.
yes.
Yeah. So what's your
Yes, I
thoughts,
need
first
to
of
see
all?
it. Latvia, it surprised me with a good staging, actually. It very good. It fits him, and I love his armor. It looks like armor more. He's very handsome in all this blue outfit and the circle. Everything is good. Everything is on place. It surprised me, Latvia, with good staging. I'm still not sure about qualification. These big questions, but they did everything what they can. So it looks good.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for that. And I think my own personal thoughts, just to add on to you, I agree with most of what you're saying. Actually, I love the outfit. I think it suits him so well. He's like a gladiator. He's like a gladiator in blue, and I think it matches him so well. Having met Dons, as I know you have as well, I think he's a lovely guy and has such a powerful voice for me. The only negative I would say from the short clips that we've seen, he does appear to stand in one position for most of the performance. Now I've seen the second part where he has maybe moved out from out from under that circular structure that he's standing under, but it feels a bit static. I get it. It's a very, very slow number, and we're focusing on him. We're focusing on his voice, which is right.
Yes.
It's a singing competition, but I just wonder, will people get bored?
But it's a ballad. What can you do in ballad? You cannot walk much in the ballad. I think it will be play of the different lights, the circle, and something with camera and something like this, because you cannot do much in the ballad. But I agree, it may be boring. Yes.
But that being said, I cannot and would never deny that the singing is powerful, the vocals are powerful. He looks amazing, and I suppose we'll get more of a taste, won't we? Whenever they release the footage, after not tomorrow but the next day from their performances. Long says, in terms of Latvia, great song, but I think it would get lost in the crowd. Amazing voice, absolutely. Echoing what we're both saying here. Great voice, could get lost in the crowd, but I think he's positioned between a couple of bangers, so he may stand out for that reason potentially. But yeah, I wish Latvia the best of luck. Latvia for me last year were very, very unlucky not to progress. A great song. So it's been a while for them, but I think we're both saying borderline potentially qualifying at this stage.
Yes, borderline, and maybe he will stay ahead because we have a lot of dance girls, like with dancers. Maybe ballads will stay ahead, and people will remember them more. So we need to see. But
Yeah.
great vocal for sure, and staging fits him. But maybe it could be boring also. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, but good luck to Dons, of course.
Yes,
If you're just joining me and us here at Eurovision 365, you're very, very welcome. I'm Patrick, of course. This is Marina, no, that way, Marina from EurovisionStars.com, and we're live here on YouTube, on Facebook, and on TikTok. So it's great to have you all here. Remember to get in on the chat as well. Let us know your thoughts about all the songs that we have want to talk about tonight. And things about Eurovision 2024 in general. And if you have any questions about the city, because we have been here, Eurovision 365 has been here since Saturday. If you have any questions about the city, if you're coming, do let me know, and I'll do my best to answer that as well. So that was Dawn's, and next up was San Marino. So it's okay if I go first this time, Marina? That's all right. What do you want? Way! San Marino, I think, very bright, very colourful, very powerful vocals. I love the anime type projections on the LED screens towards the back of the stage. As I said, it's been elevated, I think, very much so from the national final. People are writing the song off, I think, and I think they're wrong to write the song off because it's a kind of track from what we've seen, and visually the kind of thing that people, especially younger people, I think, will say, oh, I like this, I love this, I love the references to the anime, etc. But I wouldn't be surprised to see San Marino qualify. But again, it's a very tough semi-final, but I think it was fantastic from what I've seen. So what's your thoughts?
Yes, they didn't surprise me much because it was almost the same as good as it was on San Marino. I like them, and it's only one in principle rock band, real rock band. Okay, also Norway, but it's not. It's a little bit different. It's ethnic, so they will stay ahead among others. But again, it's San Marino, and unfortunately, people usually not voting for San Marino. That may be the problem. But I hope that like all rock lovers and all maybe young people will vote for them still because they're very cool. They're still second year in selections and they're very cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Am I right in saying that people are allowed to vote over the app? This time, can they vote via the app, the Eurovision TV app, or not? Does it have to be physical phone calls and SMSs? I'm not sure.
I'm also not sure. Usually it was. Why do you think it will not be? It was some information that it's not possible, or
yeah,
what do you think?
Because I think that would be like that could be indicative if it is, sort of like WhatsApp, like not WhatsApp, but if it's over an app, that would maybe entice more younger people to vote and more likely to vote for that style of song visually. So Kieran says in terms of San Marino, what's the point of talking about San Marino? They never qualify. I can't say much with my own country, but you know where I'm coming from. Yeah, I understand, but every country deserves a chance to be spoken about and to be discussed as well. So I think we want to be fair here. But of course, you are totally okay to share your thoughts. Just on another topic, Captain Suit, your individual presentation went great. Very, very delighted to hear that. Congratulations. Yeah, tell us more about it when you get the chance, Captain Suit. Ireland calling, Keen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Great to have you here. Yeah. So I think that's all we can say about San Marino at this point. What about Georgia, Marina?
Oh, Georgia! Oh,
yes,
she was great.
Georgia.
She was great, but what we expected this it should be fire on the stage. It should be like everything. She's a great singer. She has experience in all possible contests, from America to Turkey to every possible. And she's a fighter on stage. She has great voice, great energy, and great staging. So
yeah,
I'm sure Georgia will qualify this year. They should finally go through qualification.
Georgia has to qualify this year. Has to. I mean, musically, vocally, visually, everything, every box is ticked for me with that. As you said, I was going echoing what I was just about to say. Actually, Marina, Nutsa has so much experience, a vast amount of experience performing on big stages to big audiences, and I love, the choreography. I love what she's wearing as well. Now, I don't typically actually, anyone that knows me when it comes to Eurovision 365 and the videos we record, I typically don't. I'm not someone who chats about costumes really, but in terms of what Nutsa is wearing, I think it's fantastic. It's like a golden bodice that she has, and I think that sort of accentuates the overall theme. The fire. She looks like fire. She looks like she could set the stage on fire. And indeed, I'm a bit concerned for my eyebrows actually, because I'm going to be very close to that stage, and those pyros, I don't know, they're pretty hot when they go up. So I'm concerned for the old eyebrows right now. But I, like you, I think I would hope to see Georgia qualify. It'd be a real shame if they don't. Yeah, so if they were in semi-final one, there'd be we wouldn't even be questioning it, would we? But I think regardless of a semi-final, based on what I've seen so far and based on what you've seen, it sounds like, qualifier.
And I think she won because we have every day we have poll also on Instagram. I think she won poll for this day. I will check now.
Was that right?
Yes, 84% for yes, for they like rehearsal.
Wow, that's so interesting. Yeah, I hope that's indicative of how things will go for her as well. I'm going to make it into a video with some changes to the script, of course. We'd love to see you watch it, man. Of course, Captain Suit, not a problem at all. Make sure to share that with me. I look forward to watching your presentation. Absolutely. So please make sure to drop us your thoughts in the comments here on all of the performances that we've seen today. And shortly we'll be talking then about the overall semi-finalists from semi-final 1 and 2, our thoughts about who our favourites are, who we've loved, who we've been disappointed with, and ultimately then who we've been surprised in a positive way, I would suggest, during these rehearsals. So we've covered Latvia, San Marino and Georgia. Now it's time to talk about Belgium. Belgique. Sorry, just before we go, beg your pardon. Keen says, Georgia is fine, exactly what we expected. I'm not entirely amazed by it, as there's no real surprise from it. Interesting. Interesting viewpoint. Personally, I think it's awesome, but then that's the beauty of Eurovision, because we all have different views and different thoughts, and that's what makes the contest so amazing.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Kieran on Georgia. If Georgia was in semi-final 1, it would be a battle between Ireland and Georgia, because semi-1 is a bloodbath, in my opinion. I actually think semi-final 2 is where the bloodbath's at, actually, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Adam says, Angelina Mango is one of my favourites this year. I'm sure she will do very well indeed, as Italy always does. Absolutely. Anyway, Belgium. Musti. You can go first this time as well, if you would.
Okay, Musti. It was good. It was everything good, and he surprised me and also people that he can bring on the stage this feeling from music video. So he has this microphone, circle from microphones, and that gives this very interesting feeling that he's a star, a big star who is tired of all this attention and like all this. Yeah, it's very cool. And then he comes closer on the stage, and the final part, the most impressive part, he's singing in front of people. That's very powerful. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
I think Belgium has a good chance, yes.
Yeah. Good chance of qualifying, good chance of
Mm-hmm.
winning.
Not winning, qualifying.
Qualifying, okay. Do you think winning is out of the question for Belgium from what we've seen?
No, I wouldn't count as a pretendant for the victory, no.
Okay, yeah. For me, with Belgium, I love, like yourself, I love the way they've recreated the part of the video around the microphones with him as well. I was hoping that that would be the case, and they have recreated that, which looks really well. It seems to work really well, and I think the podium that he's standing on, I think it turns rather than a steady cam going around it. I think I'm right in saying that,
So,
and I'm
yes.
sure a steady cam will go around it as well. Speaking about microphones, Kane says, I hope Misty doesn't start singing into the wrong microphone. No, can you imagine? Imagine if he did. Mitya, welcome. It's great to have you here on TikTok. I'm very good, thanks. How are you? Are you good? We're talking all things Eurovision Song Contest Semi-Final 2 here across on YouTube as well, Eurovision 365. If you want a more visual experience, you're very welcome to join me and us on YouTube. I'm glad to hear that you're good. Very, very glad. So Musti, as I said, I love the microphones, the way they have recreated that. I love what he's wearing as well, actually. I love the white. And white is such a lucky colour for him to be wearing, because we've got winners from a lot of winners were white. You know, we had Johnny Logan, we had Dima Bilan, we had Celine Dion. There's more. Who else? Who am I missing? There's quite a few who have performed in white. And I think that Misty, I think he seemed to get a bit of a bashing, I think, because of his vocals during the pre-parties. But if I was Misty, I probably wouldn't be giving it all at the pre-parties. But I thought it was good. I think the jury will love it. I hope they do. I'm not sure about the people at home, but I thought it was a solid rehearsal from what we've seen today. Instagramming, welcome. You say, I thought Norway stole the show. Yes, we'll be talking about Norway very, very soon. So any thoughts you have on semi-final 2, second half of the semi-final from what we've seen today, please let me know and us know, and we will definitely chat about that. Go on, Dima Bilan, says Keen. Okay, so we've talked about Latvia, San Marino, Georgia, Belgium, and now over to Estonia. I'm going to chat about Estonia first, if that's okay, Marina. It seems to be very similar to what we've seen at Estilol, and I think that's a good thing, because I don't think they had to do much to elevate it. It looks much more colourful from what I've seen, the pinks and the yellows, which looks very, very eye-catching, very, very pleasing. I noticed as well that the singer who starts at the beginning, he's off the stage to begin with, so it looks like he's going to be very close to the audience members, and I love that. You get a sense of what the audience is feeling. We had that back in Poland in 2006, all those years ago, when they went out into the audience and they kind of did their rap part, and I think that's great from a televisual aspect. Vocally, great is what you'd want. Also, I would say sure qualifier, and maybe even top 10, possibly even top 5. You've heard here. What do you think, Marina?
Yeah, they're cool guys. I like them since Estonian selection, actually, and that's right. They didn't change much, but if it was good, why to change much in there? But what can they do? They don't need any props. They just need this dance, what they have, and this energy. They are very cool. Yeah, I think they also sure qualifiers. I think that community not has much attention to them, maybe, but but I think they're very cool.
White chains was not broken. fix what's not broken in terms of Estonia, because it's so good. Why would it need it? It didn't
Yes,
need
no,
to change anything.
yes,
So
exactly.
it's so good. Comments here over on TikTok. Thoughts on Ireland's entry? Ireland, amazing rehearsal that I've seen. It looks very, very good. And I'd be very interested to see how the full performance is. And I'd imagine Ireland will qualify with ease, relative ease, I would say. Owen, as well, if you would like to join us, it's a much more visual experience over on YouTube. Feel free to pop over there, Eurovision 365, and you're very, very welcome. Keen says Estonia is a possible televote winner, while Long says it's great fun. That's the thing. It's great fun without being. This is going to sound very strange, maybe, but I think it's great fun without being over the top, even though it is over the top. But compared to other songs this year, which are very much over the top, Estonia is just, it's very true. And I love their traditional instruments that they're using
Yes.
as well. I love it when countries stick to traditional roots, and yeah, go them. And as you said, I think they're being talked down a bit. They're not, or rather, they're not being talked about so much. But yeah, I feel good things are going to happen with them and for them. Claire James over here on TikTok. Thoughts on the Eurovision Village? Are there enough screens? Big enough screens? There are a couple of screens. There's one screen that's on its own. The two stages, they're not massive. The stages, I would say, there's the Euphoria stage, which is slightly bigger than the other one, the Tattoo stage. But it's big enough. It's big enough. The Eurovision Village isn't massive, but again, it's big enough, I think, as well. It's getting built day by day, so there's every time you go down, there's more and more being added to it. So for example, today there's like an EasyJet, what is it? Dance dive thing. Where I don't know if that means sky dance or sky dive, if that's going to be, if there's something you can do. But there's more and more being added to the Eurovision Village, and even today there's more like security being added to it, and there's no bags allowed in the Eurovision Village at any time. You can check on Eurovision Village across on Eurovision TV for those restrictions or what you can and can't take in. But yeah, what I would say about the Eurovision Village is actually quite a stretch from the arena. And it's also a stretch from the Eurovision street. So it's not like they're not right beside each other, but they're quite a distance away. But they're fair play to them. They're doing a great job, and I'm excited to see us all converge. Kane is saying, sorry, is there an indoor stage at the village too? I think it's called the Dancing Queen stage. There is, there looks like there will be some kind of indoor stage as well. I don't know if that's the name of it or not, Keen, but I have seen that there is some kind of indoor area as well. Yeah, I think it's going to be good, different from our generic pop that we've had the past few years. Absolutely, Owen, I think so as well. Aaron's going to be sensational. So, Rena, sorry, we'll talk about Israel now. So Israel took the stage today as well. What are your thoughts on Israel and Eden? I thought it was Eden, but it's actually Eden is how you pronounce it.
I think Eden. I always called Eden. So
I see. I think it's because I'm from the west. I say Eden because Eden, but Garden of Eden like that. But it's like no, it's Eden because I've seen her socials today on the Eurovision channel. I was like, oh, it's Eden. So yeah. So what's your thoughts on Eden and Israel?
I think the staging is beautiful. Again, they have circle, but it's a bit different because it's with light, and I know it's also wind blowing inside, and also some stairs that dancers can climb, and they're all playing around this circle. And nice costumes in beige, and everything is to the ballad, and yeah.
Yeah.
All fit well to each other. So
yeah, It looks very powerful from what I've seen. You know, as you said, they've recreated that sort of like hurricane papers flying all over the show and the back LED screens. Again, a bit like Musti in terms of recreating the video. They've recreated a lot from that video to the staging as well. The circle structure that you've mentioned as well. It's great. Yeah, it's great to see the way the dancers choreography. They're kind of climbing in it at times as well. I really like what she's wearing. I like her vocally. She is very, very strong as well. And there's some really high notes in that. And from what I've heard so far today as well, she's hitting those notes. And yeah, choreography is spot on. And yeah, I thought it was a great rehearsal from what I saw. 100%.
Yes, I agree.
Now, don't know if Mike's DeGramming's still here, but we're talking Norway now, Mike, when it comes to these these performances, rehearsals today. So yeah, if do you want to go first this time, Reno, or do you want me to go first when it comes to Norway? No, yeah.
Norway, oh, it's our guys because I'm almost feel like I'm already living in Norway because we did so much for this concert in Norway, and they're amazing. Yeah, like they were amazing at MGP. Again, they're amazing here, and it's absolutely mind blowing, and it take your attention, and they just scale it to the bigger stage, and
yeah.
I think they're my favorite from today, from this day.
Yeah.
It wasn't surprise because they saw it already, so it wasn't such effect like Georgia, maybe, I don't know, Netherlands, and some who just came first time on the stage. But
yeah,
it's great as always.
I agree with 100% with what you've said as well. What we've come to expect with Norway, the lead singer, she is very powerful. I love how they've elevated it, actually, the MGP performance, which was fantastic as it was, but I love how they've elevated it even more for the bigger stage. Norway could actually, we're talking about being a televote winner, but Norway could be up there as well when it comes to televotes. Yeah, Mike, I would say that Norway could be up there with a televote in terms of favourites and who people could vote for. I wasn't that surprised with the performance because it's always been fantastic, but I love what they've done to enhance it and to secure their place in the final. Norway know how to do staging, they really do, and Norway do take risks. I love that they're singing in their own language as well, or like I think it's a more an olden language. I think it's more of an olden
Yes,
Norwegian
old
dialect that they're
Norwegian.
using.
Yes, yes.
I love that. I love that they brought the Nickelhopper back, which of course was last seen on stage in 1985. Of course, they won, not Secret Garden. So that was a nod. I loved everything about that, and again, traditionally, tick, vocal tick, presentation tick, togetherness tick. Like, where's a negative there?
No, and I think they could be dark horse. Now nobody believed that they can win, but I still believe they can. Then can do it. Yeah.
Can I say?
Yeah.
I put a bet on
Really?
Norway a few weeks ago. Yeah, wasn't a huge odds, but I did put a bet on Norway a few weeks ago. So go Norway. But anyway, yeah. Mike says I got go away vibes from Norway. Yeah, I can see why you would say that for sure. Keen says can't wait to feel the atmosphere in the venue during Norway's song. Yeah, it's going to be phenomenal. Her voice is absolutely unreal live. It is. And her voice actually, Mike, has been like that consistently throughout the pre-parties as well. She hasn't really dialed down. I don't think her vocals, or if she has, you wouldn't notice it, or I didn't notice it. But I think vocally she will do well. And don't Norway tend to do well when it comes to Sweden? They do up their game, don't they? When it comes to performing in next door Sweden. And if they were to win, of course, that'd be a great thing, because next year Norway has its own sort of anniversary where they won for the first time, of course, back in 1985. Zach says Azerbaijan winner 2024. Interesting. Right, who else? Lastly, it's the Netherlands. Okay, right. Honestly, I and we at this channel love Joost. Really do. So much fun. Got to chat to him. Great fun. I was able to empathize with him on so many levels, personally. But honestly, today, that is a mess, I think.
Have
It's a
you
mess.
seen TikTok video?
Yeah. And I'm really fearful for Netherlands now. I really do. I think you probably qualify, but I think it's going to get lost on people. The message, it just look. I've seen some people on social media say dusting the turkey. Yeah, I've seen that. I was thinking the Netherlands about to have a dusting the turkey moment. Like I say, I love Joost, I really do, but I wasn't loving that. What do you think? Tell me I'm wrong. Please do. You okay to say that? Let me know your thoughts.
Yeah, I'm talking with
Anybody
you
else in the
from the
chat?
Netherlands. Yes, hello from
Yeah, I
here.
know that. I've just insulted the nation.
Yes, I think they just talked so much about the great performance before that people expect something fantastic on the stage. But from what I saw, I like more TikTok video because from pictures you cannot understand. They tried to make it like a video game, like Yost, but he looks like, I don't know, like Super Mario. He looks
Yeah.
like some character from video game that he is in some video game and he is playing. And actually, it looks not so bad when you're watching the video. And also, it's strange. It's still, that like theory, and everyone is trying to say now that they're hiding something. Ibu is hiding something, but maybe because Yost videos is the shortest one on TikTok, his description is the shortest. Also, when they was talking about, maybe they still have something, but we don't see everything still. And
That's true.
yeah, but I didn't disappoint. I didn't expect much more, I would say. I know Yost, I know that it was mostly like, hype and jokes around this. It's not my favorite also from today, but not much disappointment. No. It's okay. I want to see the full image, how it will look on the video.
Of course. And that's a really good point. And I suppose I should say that again. I said that at the start, that actually and obviously, this is very subjective, my thought, because it is based on 20 or 30 seconds of a clip. And, it will take the full 3 minutes. I get that. I understand that to pass my own thoughts, my own opinion. But I love Joost. I love Joost, so I do. But I don't know. Let me see what people are saying here on the chat. I think Netherlands and Croatia are both messy. Don't say that about baby Lasagna, please. Nong says, I agree, too messy. I don't think general viewers will get it. Yeah, it's interesting because my first reaction to this song, which was my first listen, I just thought it was a bit of fun, a bit of, sort of almost strange humor, like fish and chips, and I thought, oh, it's like a nod to Europe. I get that, but the thing that will be lost potentially, unless it's hammered home by the commentators, is the poignancy to the song, because it's basically him writing a letter to his dad, essentially, or speaking to his dad, who, of course, as we know, has passed on, and both parents have passed on. and that's I can empathize with them on that level. But that's going to be lost. See, if you've been out on Saturday afternoon down the pub for a few drinks, and you come in and you're watching Europop, you're thinking, "Oh, this is great. This is great. It's a bit of fun." But I don't know if people would vote for it. But I'm happy to be proven wrong. But yeah. Time will tell. Time will tell.
Yes.
Time will tell. Okay. Right. No. That's all rehearsals from the first and second semi-finals. Shared. Again, word of caution: 20 or 30 or 40 seconds worth. So go on the chat right now. I'll just type this in. 3. What are your 3 songs that have impressed the most, disappointed the most, and surprised? Okay. It's all in caps, by the way, people. So what are the 3 songs that have impressed you the most, the three that have disappointed you the most, and the 3 that have surprised you the most? Before I go on that, I just go back to the thoughts. Are the big 5 host on tomorrow? No, it's the first semi-finalists all over again. Every one of them are taking the stage tomorrow, but they have like 20 minutes. So it's a very long day, but it's 20 minutes just to whatever tweaks they requested from the first rehearsal. That will be them basically covering that off. Nong says, I love the way we analyze the songs. We know the background, but most voters see the songs once. Exactly, Nong, and that's the point I was making. So, out of all the performances then that you've watched, Marina, and my friends here and our friends here in Eurovision 365, what are the 3 songs that have impressed you the most? And why?
From all rehearsals.
All rehearsals between first and second semi-final.
Mm-hmm. That's a difficult question.
It is.
Very difficult. Surprised. I would say no one surprised me like very much, because most of performances which I like, they were already in pre-selections, and unfortunately, like countries like Switzerland, my favorite, they didn't surprise me, and probably I would choose Georgia. I expected from Nutsa to be great, but she's great. It's a good surprise. So certainly Moldova, I have to say, but she has such a beautiful stage. It was the most beautiful background, and I'm still not sure that Natalia is qualifying, but how beautiful the staging it was. The best pictures from those days I remember. It was very beautiful. And Ukraine. They changed from selection, and that was surprisingly good. It looks great now, and very atmospheric, and one of the best rehearsals in principle.
Yeah. They're looking good for a win, aren't they? Really.
Yes.
For me, I suppose the ones that impressed me the most, and I agree, it's very hard to pick just 3 out of all that. But I think the ones that impressed me the most were Greece. I actually would say Azerbaijan as well.
Yes, I like also them very much.
I would say Azerbaijan has impressed me the most as well, and I would say let's see, I'm just going through them all here, just make sure. I would say Azerbaijan. I would say Greece, and I would also say probably Norway as well. Actually, with Israel coming a very close fourth there. So that's who's impressed me. What about disappointed then? Meg says, okay, Keen, see you again tomorrow. Thanks for coming here. Disappointed Austria, Czechia, and Poland. Yeah. So what about you? That's Meg's thoughts there, Marina. What's your thoughts on who disappointed you the most? The three. Again, I don't like to say these things, but just curious, really.
Yeah, you know that how I love Nemo, but it's my biggest disappointment from rehearsals because they were my first place, and now the most costume, I think, like really, it's a giant pink chicken, and people comparing it already with. Also, I would expect some concept like they have in music video would be some cool if they change in, I don't know, staging background, whatever, costumes, all this, like they are trying to find themselves. But now, okay, maybe this circle will play good with the camera, we will see, but really I hope they will change costume. Any other beautiful dress, what it was on pre-parties would work much better in my opinion, anything, but but it's very, very hard for me, I think.
You sound really disappointed when you say that, because I know how much you love
Yeah.
Nemo and love that song. You actually sound really disappointed when you say it.
Yeah. Yeah. Also Cyprus, but it's not like disappointment. But they didn't do much on the stage. She's just standing with dancers, and nothing much happens. She's a good singer. She's a good dancer, but like it looks a bit empty, and I think it will be lost in like all other songs. And probably Luxembourg also, because they also change staging and costumes not in the best way. I like national final performance much more. So
Yeah. It's a hard one to call, isn't it? It's not nice to have to say these things, but in terms of overall, and again, we're not being horrible about people or anything like that. We're just giving our views on what we think, about maybe who we're hoping we're going to do better, and maybe they haven't in our sort of viewpoint. Nongs asks, have you seen this Scooch advert? Yes, and I love it. I love it. That impressed me as well. I reposted that onto Eurovision 365 debate Facebook group. That was a lot of fun. For me, for what it's worth, the three that have disappointed me, Switzerland, for the same reason, actually. Yeah, I echo pretty much what you said, Marina. I've also been disappointed with Armenia, actually, and I love that song. I love that song. When I first heard it, but I'm disappointed with it. It felt a bit lifeless when I heard it or watched it rather. And the other one that disappointed me is unfortunately the Netherlands. Unfortunately.
yes, I understand. Many fans feel the same. Yeah.
That's it. There's time for that all to change. And what about impressed then? For me, if I can go first this time, if that's all right, the three that have impressed me the most is Ireland. Actually, it's really elevated. I think aesthetically, it's very, very good. Very, very impressed by it. I'm also impressed by Austria, which I didn't think I would be, because I wasn't a fan of that song, really. But that really impressed me. In terms of the performance, and also, who else impressed me? I was impressed by, well, Lithuania, actually, as well. Very impressed by Lithuania. Pretty much what we've seen before, but just elevated the colours and elevated the costumes of the backing dancers. Yeah. Sorry, Marina. So, who has impressed you?
Okay, no, Norway. That's as always. They're just incredible in everything. Who else? Azerbaijan. I love the song before, since the first I heard the song, and I like visuals, and they just make it even more impactful. And yeah, it looks very good. Yeah. And Portugal.
Yeah.
I also like very much, and in principle they repeat what they had on the national selection, but it's more black and white and very stylish, and the song it's real art, and it's even more arty on the big stage now.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with all that too. Portugal could be called what we would describe as a little sleeper. One that you not talking about necessarily, but could do extremely well come voting time. Let's see. Let's see if we've got some photographs. Yeah, here we go. Here's some photographs from today. Just put them up as well. Add you to that as well. Just bear with me. Okay. So here are some of the slides from today. So we had Estonia. This is from the Eurovision TV. So Estonia, who we've been chatting about, will absolutely love. And Musti.
Yeah, it looks
Hey,
epic.
Musti. What's that?
It looks epic.
I love it. I love the aesthetic. I love how he's looking there. And there is the incredible Nitsa.
Yes, she is incredible.
She's amazing. And Megara. As I said, I love the look. I love the anime kind of effect, kind of a cartoon backdrop that works very well. And then the amazing dawns. I love him. I love what he's wearing. Just not so sure. Yeah. So that's that. Yeah. Let's see. So, more people saying. Nong says, sorry, go back actually. Mike says, I loved Switzerland staging. It's bold and punches hard. Interesting. Nong says, I think the Azeri song will surprise everyone. Yeah, I think so too. I love it. Mike says, Azerbaijan and Ireland are my two essential qualifiers. Anything else can happen, I won't mind. Yeah, I actually can't see a scenario where Ireland doesn't qualify from semi-final one. I just can't. Azerbaijan, I would love to see, and I think they can qualify from semi-final one. Yeah. So tomorrow, Kieran says, my favorite is Iceland, Ireland, and Sweden. Sweden, yeah, they'll be rehearsing the day after tomorrow.
Yes, on Thursday.
So, yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of lost track now because we've been here since Saturday. He's like, where are we at? I'm kind of some days I'm thinking I'm still in Amsterdam. I'll be honest with you. I'm like, am I in Amsterdam or I'm in Denmark or I'm in Sweden? But I know that's the thing. I am surviving on coffee and Baraka at the moment. But yeah, that's the joys of being a Eurovision fan and coming to the contest. But I love it, and I wouldn't change one thing about it. That's for sure.
Okay. Parik lost somewhere. I'm sure he will come back very soon.
Hello, I'm back.
Hello, you're back. Okay, very good.
I'm back. Marina, you were holding the fort there. Nong says, love Hera, but not her song this year. Yeah, unfortunately. And Zach is agreeing with you. Yeah. So, have you, Marina, any sort of final thoughts on semi-final 2? Well, I think we've talked a fair bit about it. So I don't know if you have anything else you want to add. Just giving you a chance if you want to add anything else, or was anything else that you thought of when it comes to semi-final 2?
You mean about possible qualifiers or just in general?
Just in general, yeah.
I think it's more difficult semi-final, and if the first one, like anyone can qualify, I see almost anyone.
Yeah.
But in second, it's much more difficult, and especially for all girl bobs, we have so many also nice, like Austria and Malta. She was also very good on rehearsal. Greece also, but it's all the same staging. Nice song, dancing boys or girls around, and all the same. And in the best position, I think it's Nutsa, because she is the last in running order compared the previous contestants, and she will be the most memorable from them. And I don't know.
Georgia has to qualify.
Yes, Georgia has to. Yes, has to qualify. But I'm not sure about Malta, of course. Even Austria, I don't know, because they may be lost.
Yeah, potentially.
But, yes.
Time will tell. This time, I was going to say this time next week we'll know, but we not quite know. They'll still be on performing at this time next week. Semi-final 1 will be in full swing for sure. All to play for. I just want to say, Marina, it's been so great to have you on here again, and hopefully maybe chat to you again before the time's up. If you're free, if you want to call in. Actually, anyone who is watching this right now, if you want to come into this chat and chat with me live, please feel free to let me know and email escdebate@outlook.com, and I will send you the link to access this live chat. And yeah, you can definitely come in and chat that way too. But Marina, I just want to say thanks again, and we'll be chatting to you very soon, I'm sure. Take care. Bye bye, Marina.
Yeah. Bye bye. Have a nice evening, and see you. Bye.
Bye bye. It's great to have Marina on there. So it was chatting with me, chatting with us. Sweden are going to smash it, Mike. Yeah, 100% are. 100% are. I can't see them not smashing it. Kieran says Georgia and Ireland need to be in the final. Agree. It's funny you say that about semi-final 1, because I was chatting about this. We were chatting about this earlier on today here at Eurovision 365, and I was saying the same. Like, on paper, whenever that allocation draw was made initially, I thought semi-final 1 is so difficult. It's a bloodbath, but actually semi-final 2 is a bloodbath, and there's going to be a lot of shocks in that one. I think there's going to be quite a few shocks in terms of qualifications versus non-qualifications. Of course, even though I've said what I've said about the performers tonight, I wanted to say, like, I wish them all the best. But it's not an attack on them, of course. It's just my thoughts on the songs. But music is subjective. we will be watching Azerbaijan this time next week. We will indeed. Yeah. So if anybody's coming to Malmö and or Copenhagen, if you're staying in Copenhagen or both, so because some people are staying part of the time in Sweden and part of the time in Denmark. If you have any questions about what's going on locally, what events there are, Eurovision TV will keep you up to date in terms of the Eurovision Village, who will be performing. I don't think that list is available yet, or indeed the Euroclub. I don't think the list for that has been revealed yet either. But do let me know if you have any thoughts or questions, and I'll do my best to answer them for you. If I don't know the answer, I will pass it on to somebody who I hope will know for sure. Okay. So if you've just joined me, where have you been? This is Eurovision 365. This is Podrick, of course. That is me. And we're chatting here. I've been chatting with Marina from EurovisionStars.com about semi-final 2, second half of the performances. Kieran says, I hate when the qualifiers are announced and Ireland is not there. I will actually stop liking Eurovision. It can be tough and difficult to be a Eurovision fan, that's for sure. Adam says, my 10 for 7th of May are Luxembourg, Ukraine, Portugal, Cyprus, Lithuania, Serbia, Finland, Slovenia, Ireland, and Croatia. Yeah, I would include Azerbaijan in that list for sure if it was me. And actually, it's funny, the staging for Azerbaijan it's so cool. It's like a cross between Dune and Avatar, actually, the backdrop. And the voices, it's singing contest, and essentially, and the vocals on the two lads are very, very good. Definitely amongst the best vocalists this year. I'd be interested to see how Slimane does in his rehearsal. I'd be interested to see how Ollie does as well. I think the BBC and he have a big trick up their sleeve. I'd be excited to see that and hope that they do well as well. Yes, all to play for. In Malmo currently, it is still quiet enough, I would say. There is more signage going up every day. There's more and more flags going up, posters going up, taxis with the signage on the side of them. Malmo Arena has been ready from we got here, and I would say the next couple of days it will just progress, obviously, in terms of people arriving here. And Malmo is relatively small, and you're going to bump into fans, you're going to bump into performers probably, which makes it a fun experience. Not much love for Sweden this year. I don't think they're not being spoken about as much, so they're not being spoken about as much this year. But that being said, I think they're going to be sensational. I'd hope to see them in the top 5 because they deserve to, because it's a great song. They're awesome. They're so likable. They're brilliant, and we here at Eurovision 365 think they are awesome. When's Bambi next on? Bambi is next on tomorrow. So just let you know that tomorrow, Wednesday, the 1st of May, May Day, every country from semi-final 1 will be performing again. It'll be their second rehearsal. That starts at 10:30 local time, 9:30 a.m. back home. Starts with Cyprus, then in running order the whole way through, ending with Luxembourg from 5:45 local time to 6:05 local time. They have 20 minutes each, and that will be any changes that they have requested from the first rehearsal will be implemented, and that would be, I don't think they're able to change anything else at this point. Or if they can, it's minimal. And yeah, interesting. Mike says, I imagine Slimane is going to absolutely rocket up the odds. Yeah, 100%. Of course he will. Says, it's the first time in 54 years that the host nation has been drawn in the first... Sorry, is this the first time in 54 years that the host nation has been drawn in the first slot of the final? And also 40 and 30 years since Sweden also sang first. Yeah, because they opened in 1994 as well. They opened in 1984. 1960, the UK opened the contest. So they did 54 years ago. So when was that? 1970. Yeah, Netherlands. Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Is Malmö about the same size as Belfast? Maybe. Sorry, maybe. I mean, everything's kind of like Malmö Centre itself, where things are. The arena is a couple of stops away from the town centre, 1 or 2 stops away from the town centre. You probably could walk it actually, but it's comparable enough, but still compact at the same time. Excuse me. After tomorrow, that's Bambi done to this day next week. That would be Bambi done until next Monday when the dress rehearsals are, and like the family shows and the evening shows, and then on the Tuesday for the actual live transmission. Yeah. Okay, my friends, I am going to go for another day. Thanks so much for your support and participation again. I'll be back tomorrow, probably around the same time. So keep an eye and an ear out for that. And I look forward to welcoming you again to Day 5, also known as 10 Days to Go. Woo, it's getting closer to the grand final of Eurovision 2024. Hope to see you then. But until then, take care. And I will see you very, very, very soon. Good night from Copenhagen, actually, but good night from Scandinavia. Bye bye.